personally, in your inner world, in the outside world, in the spiritual world, wherever it is. These are the building blocks that you're being given. Hello Cancerians, welcome new viewers, cross watchers and my lovely Moonians. This is a monthly reading for June 2020. We will be looking into love firstly and anything else that the spirit is guiding us towards. Alright, so the first card which flipped out is pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you, whether positively or negatively. Take into consideration what is being drawn to your attention, what is coming through again and again. Maybe there are certain kind of synchronicities which are happening. You're thinking something, some part of it, some percentage of it is coming true or coming in front of you. It is now time to let go of the illusionary wheels, step out of it, whether personally, certain kind of personal development, whether it is something which has been imbued in you but now you have outgrown it, whether it is separating yourself from that or certain kind of limitation that you put on your own self because you thought you weren't capable, but now you're realizing that you are capable of love perhaps, or certain kind of personal obstacle that may be there, or in regards to love or your partner or someone who is very dear to you, who is part of your inner circle. Are there words adding up to the actions that they're taking? Take that into consideration. Don't let go of the constant signs that you have been getting. It is now time to pay attention to that. The second one coming in is forgiving and learning coming through. This is a very karmic time where we are also coming face to face with certain things which have been in the past. We didn't know, but the energy was still lingering on, and as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. That is the energy which is coming through, self-healing, leading to self-happiness, and with that certain kind of confidence that gets boosted, whether in you or the other person, or we are doing it together. Some part you, some part the other person. That kind of energy is also coming in, but there's a release of energy, past energy which has been clogging you up, to make space for the new love, miracles and good energies to come in your way. Alright, so we have healing family issues coming through. So we have a lot of healing which is coming in. What is coming through, and it's more like personal focus which is coming through when we work upon our own selves, when we restore the love that we have for ourselves. That is when love grows from inside and overflows outside, and the reciprocation brings you that same energy into your life, and that is the focus going inward which is coming through very, very strongly over here. And I feel that what the channel energy is saying is that suddenly coming through is that you're going on with your daily routine, whatever it is that you have cultivated during this time, and suddenly something from the past comes through and it just jostles you up a little or puts you in a negative state of mind, or certain kind of guilt that suddenly comes up, or certain things that you had to do you couldn't do, or when the time was right you couldn't hit the iron correctly, that kind of a thing. Let go of that guilt is what is coming in. When the same scenario comes in, whether with the same person or a new person coming through, learn from this experience, gain the closure, even if it is doing it personally, that you are telling yourself that now I am releasing this energy out of myself. I am forgiving myself first before I forgive the other person, and all of that is the energy which is coming in. Certain kind of stagnant energy has been lingering on for a very long time, and it is coming into your attention, and now is the time that once you acknowledge it, take the steps, whether to release it, whether to amend things, but the flow needs to be back again. That is the energy which is coming through, and you are the one conducting things quite a bit, like, channelizing energies in a more positive way. What are you paying attention to is also what is coming through. Maybe it is not for your benefit. Maybe we have been stressing about things which are beyond our control. Well, what is the point of that? Fine. It is good to look at everything, the positive and the negative ones, but there's still perspectives, and at the moment maybe you can't really control the final outcome of things, and maybe the ball is in the other person's court, and during that time, during that wait, perhaps is it worth stagnating your life completely, or fully paying attention to one aspect of your life while the other aspects get left behind? That kind of a thing is coming through. Overview of all the things. We have 10 of wheels also coming in, which is a very nice sign for finances. So any kind of financial restraints that were there, constraints which were there, they will be slowly going away. I feel that there's a more traditional outlook which will be very, very beneficial, perhaps to look at things in a more long-term way. Your action today, how is it affecting your near future? Because all the choices that we made up till now has led our life to where it is right now, to this environment or the people that we have around us. What needs to change? Where do you see your full potential being? And if there is certain kind of deviation there, how can we go towards that direction is something that you may like to think about. Because we have the world card coming in reverse, which is making someone feel restricted. Apart from the physical limitation that we have, most of us are still in quarantine. This is talking about someone who's feeling a little suffocated by the whole scenario which they may be in, and is really looking at how are things affecting them in the long run. That is the energy which is coming through. And we have the strength card also coming in reverse, which is talking about someone who is lacking in the self-confidence, because there may be some kind of guilt which subconsciously is still there and getting stronger and stronger because it is not being adhered to. Not really adhered to, but not being confronted. And the more we push certain things like away because we are too clustered right now and we don't really want to think about it, because we know we go into a dwelling scenario and it goes very deep and becomes very negative. But sometimes you just have to realize, like, the more we keep it away, the more it is getting stronger and stronger in the subconscious. And suddenly there comes a point where you're like, why am I feeling like this? Consciously you may not be aware of it, but subconsciously the weight has been added again and again with each day passing. So I do feel there's certain kind of closure which is very much required. Whether it is something in regards to, say, there was an argument in the present scenario that you're in and we never amended it, or even as simple as agreed to disagree because we have two different viewpoints of the same thing, but no one's ready to budge. And with that, we never amended it. We just went through with it and we just forgot about it. But somewhere down the line, a similar situation comes in and again we are poles apart. That kind of an energy is coming in. So there's a second time around kind of a thing which is coming in. Another chance that you've been given. See, there are many ways of understanding the same situation or the energy which is coming in. It could also be that in the past you made certain kind of choices, and in the present you're getting another chance to make a choice in a similar situation which has happened in the past. Take into consideration what choices you made and where it led you, even the next thing which happened. Can you do something different? Can you choose something different this time? That is what is coming through. Take things into consideration, whatever is coming into your attention, and build up the strength, inner strength, which is very much essential, because we have someone who we are feeling restricted, feeling a little irritated, frustrated as well, because they feel limited, that they're not being able to explore whatever way that they want to explore, and at the very same time they don't have the strength to move also. So it's almost like wanting a change but not ready to make a change on their own. That is the energy which is coming in. Someone who likes to have things served in a platter, that kind of energy is coming in. Even if a very delicious meal has been set in front of you on a table, you have to take your hand and hold on to the fork and the knife, or as usually Indians eat with their hands. You have to take your hand forward, make that bite for yourself and eat it on your own. That is what is coming through. Like, you have to make an effort, how much ever you can make. That is also what is coming in. Understand what you can control, understand what you cannot control, and come to an understanding with your own self is also what is coming in. What are you running away from? That is also what is coming through. And why is there a need to run away from it? Do you feel that the moment you come face to face with it, you won't be able to handle it? Is that the kind of excuse that you have been giving, or leverage that you have been giving yourself or the other person, is what is coming in? We have purification coming through. This came in for Taurians as well. The clogged up energy that I was talking about is coming in over here as well. There will be a boost of energy, inspiration, which will be coming in. And now is the time that we channel that energy. And there's a need to clear up things which have been clogging your energy. That is also what is coming through. What is stagnating your life? We have release also coming in. Very, very nice. And we have wisdom also coming through. Diving deeper into your own understanding, discovering who you really are. The answers you seek are already within you, which is why we have to pay attention to red flags also coming through. Your intuition has been leading you to certain kind of choices to make. And now is the time that you really take them into consideration is also what is coming through. If you are in a situation wherein you feel you don't have enough knowledge or information with you to make that life choice, take the input coming in from your gut instinct also. I'm not saying you have to jump into making a decision just then, but really see what is your inner voice saying to you is also what is coming through. And release what needs to be released. The frustration, is it because we have been procrastinating a little too much? Even if we are, say, working from home and everything, but still feeling bored in a certain way. I'm just saying, can we do something, add something to it, like doing Zumba perhaps, or doing something creative? Utilizing your time a little more, investing a little more time with your own self, that kind of thing is also what is coming through. Wisdom, a lot of wisdom will be coming in. And I feel like, this may be a time where, say, you've been very busy with work and everything, and this period, even perhaps June, is a time where you can heal things with your family too. Amend things with your family. Enjoy the time that you're spending with your family. Connect with your father, connect with your mother. See what kind of, what is their perspective? What do they see positively from the scenario we all are in? Maybe there's something that comes through and you just listen to what they have to say, and it just jives with you and puts you on a positive wavelength. That is also something which just suddenly randomly came through. It may make sense, it may not make sense, but try lightening the load is what is coming in. Stressing is not really going to help. There are certain things which are beyond our control, and epidemics happen so rarely, and we are experiencing pandemic, and that's super, super rare. Feel blessed that you have a home which is sheltering you, protecting you from the whole thing. And even if you are limited to seeing the world from the window, watch the nature grow and thrive as it is right now. I don't know, that is just suddenly came through. We have music coming in, enjoying music, therapeutic music. We have purity, again, purification, again coming in. And we have motivation coming through. This came in for Taurians as well. Sorry for the scratches, I have a kitten. So we play a lot. So anyways, okay, so let's go forward. We have music coming in which says, listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. Very nice. I feel like, just instrumental music also, certain frequencies which are very, very good. There are frequencies for awakening chakras, for awakening or connecting to the spiritual realm as well. There are many things which are there. Be aware, I feel very strongly, with the pay attention to the signs which are coming in. you see something on YouTube, you hear music, radio, and there's something someone is saying, and you were thinking about something, and the answer just comes through in that form. That is also what is coming in. Purity is saying, always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. I just, before a few minutes ago, said the answers you seek are already known to you. Dive a little deeper. Understand what the universe, what your higher self is telling you. With motivation, this angel is telling you, when spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there is something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say, get busy and do it coming in. So we have certain kind of healing which is going on, and certain kind of self-healing, self-motivation, self-boost, which is very much required. Understanding that you have the capability, you have the potential of doing something, mastering it also with time. And you're not limiting yourself to a timeline. You are putting in the effort, whether it is exploring your own self, exploring a skill set, or exploring a new relationship, or your emotional world, your physical realm, spiritual realm, whatever it is. An investment of time, resources, energy, consciously is what is required right now, is the energy which is coming in. If you have been contemplating whether or not to do something, this is a go coming in, asking you to make that change or begin something new in your life, which will give you at least happiness, if not any other kind of benefit, but happiness at least is the energy which is coming in. And I feel like, the moment you start opening yourself up, listening or becoming aware of the kind of signs which are coming in through music, to things you hear, see, numbers and everything, or even different things. Like one day I was just lying down and I was just running through the thoughts, and suddenly I started feeling very very suffocated somewhere or the other. And there's a grill, and there was light coming through it, and it just felt like, I am myself subconsciously, because of the guilt and everything which has happened in the past. Of course, we all make mistakes, and things we wanted to say but couldn't, and all of that, the unsaid words and everything. Sometimes it just lingers on for a very long time, and I just realized I have to free myself. I have been caging myself due to these things. It happened. It was in regards to the previous channel. When I lost it, I was very, very angry, then unhappy and everything. So that was a time where I was like, I have to uncage my life. That is what is coming in. I will start today. And that's when I started the second channel as well. All right. So the last kind of clarification, we have 3 of lotuses, 3 of cups coming in reverse, which is talking about good news, which will be coming in. But right now is the time of putting in the effort and not really getting too hassled or stressed out about the outcome. Very strongly coming through. And we have King of Discs, King of Pentacles coming in. Financially, things are looking really good. Amend things with your father, whether in this realm or the other realm. But there's a lot of guidance which is coming in, approval which will be coming in, thinking more traditionally. What are your core values? That kind of a way. Someone who's thinking a little in the family line. Maybe that's why we have the family issues, healing that which is coming in also. I feel like could be that your partner, if you aren't staying together right now, maybe completely consumed by their family right now, and let them have that time with their family, because he or she is really trying to build a pure relationship with their family members or people who are dear to them or in their vicinity or whatever it is. They're doing certain kind of healing which may be correlated but not directly related to your relationship, is also what is coming through. We have 6 of arrows, 6 of swords coming in, talking about now is the time that we let go of the past and move towards a more meaningful life, towards calmer waters is what is coming in. And we have 4 of wands also coming in, very nice energy. 4 of wands is about personal life happiness. So if you have been thinking about amending things with someone special, someone who has a lot of meaning in your life, do it. This will be a very nice time to do it, starting from within as well, which is why the healing part is coming through. What have we been postponing for a very long time? Whether it is the act of someone else which has been very detriment, which has been hurtful, but we have been adjusting to it, healing and dealing with it on our own. Maybe we need to tell them, speak to them, have a heart-to-heart conversation when we feel that we are emotionally balanced as well, and be open to listen to what the other person has to say too. But this Four of Wands also indicates marriage, so that's that. Could be like, you meet someone during this time and it just leads to something which has a long-term partnership potential. But these are the building blocks which is coming in, whether it is personally in your inner world, in the outside world, in the spiritual world, wherever it is, these are the building blocks that you're being given. Utilize this time. Even if you want to take baby steps, do it. Pick your own pace and enjoy the time that you're getting with yourself, with anyone else who is with you, and take the time to explore your own talents, gifts, and the wisdom which is already there. If there's a repeated message which has been coming in, pay attention to that. If subconsciously, suddenly you come face to face with something which causes you a little bit of unease, maybe it is coming in to you for that final closure so that the weight of it can be lifted off your shoulders. Think about these things. Release the karmic weight which you have been carrying around, whether of your own world or the other people's worlds as well. Lighten the load. That is what is coming in. And let's start again. Believe in your dreams is also what is coming in. Think of the long-term investments that you're making, because you can take a decision which can change your life. So become aware of that. Pay attention to what is being drawn towards you internally, externally, and through the synchronicities which happen throughout June. So do let me know if this resonated with you, and thank you so much for your precious time. Stay safe, stay blessed, and welcome the light. Until next time, Om Namah Shivaya. Keep that vibe high, my lovely Moon.